Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into a grand challenge on my main Chief Pat account, going for 12 wins. And as you guys can see, I am currently 7-0. Things have been going really well during this challenge, and I'm actually playing a new deck for the very first time. It's a variation of the Ice Golem and Graveyard deck, but I use the Fireball, Zap, and Elite Barbarians, and I actually got this from Marcel P, who finished second inside of the last season. So I've been trying it out, 7 wins and 0 losses. It's worked pretty well for me, of course, knock on wood. I'm sure I'll go 0-3 in my next 3 battles, but let's go ahead and open up 2 giant chests. You guys have been begging me to open up the chests on the very bottom. We're going to get the Expo, 30 Dark Goblins, which is pretty decent, the Cannon, and opening up the second one, I'm guessing we're probably going to get some more Dark Goblins, 31 Dark Goblins. All right, we cleared it out, and I accidentally opened up one of the magical chests while I was getting ready to record, but we still have that super magical chest, and then maybe one day we'll open that as well. We'll have to think of a good way to open it, but like I said, 7-0 on the challenge. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hopefully we can pick up some wins and not go down in flames, but let's go ahead and try this deck out, and I've had a pretty smooth ride so far. I still mess up some of the combos, which anytime you play a new deck, you're definitely susceptible to do, and this guy already looks like he's going to be playing the bait deck with the Princess, Mirror, Goblin Barrel. Yeah, he's got it all right here. All right, well, we're going to have to deal with this, so let's drop our archers. Maybe... Okay, we lagged a little bit right there, so the archers are probably going to die. I was hoping we'd get at least like 1 archer value, which we'll get 1 archer with a little bit of HP. Let's drop the tombstone, but the main thing is with this deck is that you don't use your zap onto the goblin barrel. We need to save it. But let's do our Ice Golem, let's do our Elite Barbarians. He hasn't played anything yet. I guess we're up as far as Elixir goes. But there goes the first Skeleton Army. I'm going to use my Zap spell on that. And then if he mirrors the Skeleton Army, I still have the Ice Golem, but he doesn't mirror it. So now the Elite Barbarians are doing work onto the tower. They're going to crush it, maybe all the way down to 0. It's at 634. Things are looking so good for us that I'm debating keeping up the pressure. Should I go for like an Archer Graveyard push, which is a really bold push, or should I save up and try not to be too crazy for this battle? I'm going to drop my Archers in the back, see what my opponent does, but we're looking really good. We're only 3 Fireballs away from pulling off a win, but obviously you don't want to go too crazy with 3 Fireballs, but since he dropped his Princess, actually, I don't know if this is the best value right here. By the way, you guys see the lag with that Fireball. It's not just the recording, it's what's happening. So this is going to be tough. Obviously he has the minion horde, and he probably has a Goblin Barrel, so I'm going to let the Ice Golem do its thing. It's going to explode and kill most of these minions right here. It brings him to 2 shots, which should be enough with his Tombstone to take him out. So all in all, super good. We did do that Fireball damage to the tower, so we're just looking to hang out right now. I guess I'll drop my Mega Minion right here, as it takes a little bit of time to deploy. I don't know what's up with that, but we do not want to waste our Zap spell right now on this Skeleton Army, or this Goblin Barrel. All right, so double Goblin Barrel equals double Zap spell. And this is actually looking really bad. Oh man, I should have... I'm panicking and my thing is lagging so much. This is ridiculous. Ice Golem's going to go down. Definitely not in time though. And with his probably Mega Minion coming out, this is going to be really unfortunate. Let's just drop our Graveyard. A terrible Graveyard placement, guys. I am playing like the best player in the history of Clash Royale right now. Fireball's going to go down. Eventually it'll go down. Woo! 42 HP left on the tower. We just got to hold him off for the rest of this. And we're going to be able to pick up a win. But that involves dealing with the Goblin Barrel, dealing with everything this dude has. Mega Minion's going to go down. This means the Goblin Barrel's coming out soon. There it goes. Let's drop that Ice Golem. Double Goblin Barrel is going to be such a pain to deal with. Looks like we're going to be able to hold him off, though. It's at 569 HP. A Fireball is going to go down. And this is where we have to get aggressive with our push. Does he have the... and this Graveyard's taking forever. Does he have the Skeleton Army, though? Doesn't have the Skeleton Army. We're going to get the tower down to 1,716. But this is going to be... This is going to be pretty ugly right here. Fireball's going to go down because he didn't think I had the Fireball to stop his push right here. 1 second left on the clock. He thought he could get away with a single Goblin Barrel. He did not mirror it. That's going to be a good game, well played. But wow, we did not play that one perfectly. For some reason, there was like a half-second lag after I dropped every single one of my cards. A really crazy push at the end. Honestly, I was playing a little stupid towards the very end. But that's going to be win number 8 in a row inside of this challenge. And let's go ahead and keep calm, clash on, and keep this challenge going. All right, let's see. Cards. Yeah, Ice Golem, Elite Barbarian, nice little counter push we can use. Let's just get into our next battle. Win number 9, hopefully on the way, using this deck. Now, all right, we're going to be facing Winston, 1236. Hitting me with the good luck. Thank you, Winston, for being a nice player. Starting hands, you can play a couple of different things. Archers are going to be decent right here. We can stop this little push with the archers as well as the tombstone, hopefully. It's going to make the balloon do work right there. He played 8 elixir. We only had to play 6 elixir to stop his push. Where he's going to get a little bit of explosion damage, but that's going to be a-okay. Let's go for a counter push. Let's go for the Ice Golem and Graveyard. I was tempted to use my Elite Barbarians, but let's use Ice Golem Graveyard. It's going to lock on just in the nick of time. I've got my Fireball to deal with these minions in just a moment, which is going to give my Skeletons just a little bit of time to beat this tower down to get it down to about 1,500, 1,400. Very nicely done. It's going to be at 1,163, but of course, this means he could have a counter push on the way. So we've got to watch out for that balloon. I might just take this Mega Minion damage, honestly. It's one hit from the Mega Minion to save like 3 elixir. So let's go ahead and do that. And since he's going with his Lava Hound on the other side, we've got our Elite Barbarians prep. Does he have Skeleton Army? Does he have Skeleton Army? There it is. Zap spell. Very nicely done. Tombstone's going to come out, but 1 Elite Barbarian's already onto the tower. Very nice. And that's going to bring the tower down to 1,400, 1,100. Very nicely done. And now we can use our archers as well as our Ice Golem to hopefully clean up these minions. I was hoping it would clean up the minions, but that's not going to do too well. And we're going to have to save our Fireball from when this bad boy pops. Come on, pop, pop, pop. Ooh, nice little pop right there. Okay, so towers, we're going to be about even on the right-hand tower compared to the other two. But since we have 2 towers lower, obviously we're looking pretty well right now. But going into double elixir, his deck is going to be ferocious. Now, if we can catch him off guard again with our Elite Barbarians, obviously that would be super good. So I'm going to see what he does first before doing anything crazy. All right, we got the Tombstone prepped in just a moment. I'll drop the Tombstone. That was a weird Tombstone placement, which means now we've got to go aggressive with our Elite Barbarians. We've got the Zap spell yet again. And with the Skeleton Army popping out right now, take that Skeleton Army out and one little push right there. And that's going to be the end of the tower. Very nicely done. Whenever anyone plays a Golem, they play a Lava Hound on the other side. Just drop your Elite Barbarians. You should be able to take it out. But now we're probably going to face the wrath of his balloon. And this is going to be a little bit ugly, but the balloon is moving just where I want it to. This is actually working really nicely right now with the balloon. That's going to let my Mega Minion and archers clean it up. Balloon's not going to get any damage done onto the tower. I guess I can drop my Elite Barbarians right here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Seems to be a common theme. Let's drop our Fireball onto everything right here. Elite Barbarians are just going to run down the lane. Let's drop our Mega Minion onto this Lava Hound right here. I've got an Ice Golem as well to clean up the Skeleton Army. He's probably got a balloon coming, so we need to keep that in mind. There's the balloon on this side. We're going to track this balloon backwards with our Tombstone. I was hoping to drop it on the bridge, but I made a little bit of an error right there. Balloon still should... Oh, no. Oh, I thought the balloon was about to kill that right there. This is looking pretty sketchy. Let's get ready for one last push with our Elite Barbarians. I don't really care about the minions on the other side. Okay, I guess I can zap those down and end the game. Was going to go ahead and try to end it right there, but with 1 second left, we're going to pick up another win, another crazy battle. Not played perfectly, but played just well enough to pull off the W and go to, I believe, is that 9-0? 9-0 inside of the Grand Challenge. 3 more wins to get 12 wins. Let's see if we can still do it. I was hoping to record the entire Grand Challenge, but most of the battles in the beginning weren't that exciting, so it's nice that these ones are getting a little bit crazy. Next battle against Diego from Belgium Esports. All right, we're going to be facing a Belgian Esports team, apparently, and I don't have a great starting card right now. This is where it gets a little bit difficult. He's going to go for his archers. I'm just going to play a really aggressive push. This is actually pretty silly because I don't have everything I want. Elite Barbarian will rush towards the tower, though, which is nice. And this Ice Golem is going to kill that Skeleton Army. All in all, not terrible, but really a very questionable push, I got to be honest. So let's drop our archers to help out with this Mega Minion. Shouldn't really take any damage here. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of archer damage because the Mega Minion did get to my archer, but still, we're in the lead. I'm not exactly sure how much elixir my opponent has right now, but all in all, for a not good start as far as our hand went, I'm really not too disappointed. Plus, our archer did get a hit off on the Tombstone, so we can reset with our Tombstone, and let's see what happens throughout the rest of this battle. This guy hasn't exactly shown what his deck is just yet. In fact, I'm going to Fireball down these archers just because I don't really know what to do right now. So archers are going to die. There goes everything he's got with the balloon as well as the Ice Golem. I'm going to zap that. Hopefully we can kill this soap. That's going to be what his push is. The balloon freeze combination. Didn't get his second hit off though, so we can drop our Ice Golem. No, I don't think the Ice Golem's going to get targeted first. Oh, it did get targeted first. That's a nice little surprise. And that's going to kill his Mega Minion. Let my Mega Minion do work. Okay. All right, well, we know what his combination is now, and I have played this deck a lot, the Balloon Freeze deck. I'm just in a little bit of an awkward cycle right now as far as my cards go, but I haven't played my Graveyard spell yet, so that really has to be the way I win this game. I have to get a nice Graveyard spell off, and I have to stop his Balloon with my Tombstone, or else it's going to be GG well played. So let's go ahead and get ready. Let's drop our Mega Minion to see what our opponent does. And as he gets ready with his own Tombstone, we can get ours going down in just a moment. And let's see how we can make this happen. All right, so this is a little bit crazy. He's got his... Okay, that's interesting. I'm not really sure what to do right now. Let's go for a counter push down the other side. I'm not even worried about what he's got going on. We've got our own thing happening. We've got our Elite Barbarian doing work. This is just turning into a really insane push. So I guess I'll just let everything hang out right now. I'll fireball this, but he hasn't played his balloon yet. So this is just going to be a little bit of a cluster. His skeletons are going to go left and go to the right. I'm waiting for the balloon. There's the balloon right now. Let's go with the archers. Let's get our Mega Minion, or our Ice Golem ready. Let's get our Mega Minion ready. We've got to stop this balloon. We've got to stop this balloon. We've got to stop the balloon. Okay, we stopped the balloon. We're going to take a little bit of damage. And now, how do we win this? Let's go for... Let's go for our final... Let's go for a graveyard push. He's got a skeleton army, so I've got that in mind. There's my zap spell. And as the graveyard rolls in, it's starting to damage the tower a little bit, but we still have these archers, which are defending so nicely. We've got a couple of skeletons left, but now with all of this stuff he's got, this is going to be nearly impossible to defend. Let's drop our Mega Minion just out of range of the free spell. Do work, Mega Minion! Mega Minion's going to retarget his Mega Minion. That's going to be a good game well played against Diego. Oh, he's dropping some cry faces. Thank you for the cry faces, Diego. I always appreciate the cry faces. 1-0, and honestly, we never found the right rotation during that game. I never had the right card selection to make it happen. Sometimes when you get like thrown off your groove, it's hard to catch back up, and from the very beginning there, didn't really find a way to make that happen. I guess the best thing to do, maybe to fireball the tombstones and the archers, but he did play his archers pretty well. I don't know. I'll think about that later. I'll have to watch the replay to see exactly how I could have played it better. But let's go and keep going. Let's see if we can pick up another win against iGinger. And then maybe this one will turn out a little bit better than last. All right. Well, good luck, iGinger. We've got an archer start, so we can play those towards the very back. Let's see what he's going to do. He's got minions, so nice little play from our archers. They'll counter the minions, and he won't get any damage on the tower, but it all depends on how he follows this up. He's going to play an Ice Golem over there, so I'm going to play my own Ice Golem. I've got my graveyard ready. Let's do the graveyard. Graveyard's going down. Is he going to play anything to back up this graveyard spell? He's got a skeleton army, so I can kill this ice wizard as well as kill the skeleton army right there. My graveyard's still spawning. The archers are attacking the tower. That's going to make him get all desperate and drop his balloon, so we can go ahead and drop our Mega Minion to help out. This Mega Minion's going to be in free spell range as well as fireball range. Oh, this is so bad. Is it going to actually kill the balloon? It's going to get so close. Kill the balloon. It got 2 hits off for real? Wow. I could have zapped it during any time, but I thought for sure my Mega Minion would kill it, but I guess the fireball shot my Mega Minion so far back that we weren't able to take that one out. A little bit unfortunate right there, but all in all, at least we still have a tower lead. We can defend this other side. And since he has the fireball, normally when someone has a fireball, they don't have a free spell. It's usually fireball or free spell. That's the decision you make. And since he hasn't shown anything like that just yet, we can just sort of just chill out and just see what he's going to do to make this push happen. All right, real crazy push from him. Inferno Tower, when I haven't dropped anything, is an aggressive play, to say the least. I'm worried about the skeleton army, of course, as well as these minions are going to crush my Elite Barbarians, but at least we'll take that Inferno Tower out, I guess. I don't even know what he's been doing with this push. Fireball's going to go down, which means the balloon's probably coming out, so let's get ready for the balloon right now. And he's going to get 1 minion hit off on the tower. That means we're at 124. This tower is as good as dead, but here comes the balloon. All right, we've got to do everything we've got. We've got archers going down. We've got to try to clean up this balloon before it does too much. He's probably going to fireball down our side. Never mind, he's going to drop his balloon. We've got the Ice Golem going down. Balloon's going to get 2 hits off onto our tower. This is so bad for us, guys. This is really, really bad. We've got to fireball down his minions, trying to push our way to the tower, but this is just not going to work out. We took too much damage from the balloons with 1 HP both times, and that's sort of going to be the decider of the battle. I think the balloon's not in range. It's just going to fly towards our tower, and honestly, we probably shouldn't even defend against this balloon. We should have just... Yeah, see, 2 Mega Minion hits and 1 zap spell just makes the balloon 1 HP away. Ugh. All right, well, another fun game, but unfortunately, guys, I don't think this one's going to work out too well for us. We've got the graveyard going down. I'm going to do the fireball where the minions might be. There's the fireball onto the minions. It's going to shove everything backwards, but not having our zap spell means the skeleton army is going to clean up the rest of our push. And with 1 last fireball, he is going to pick up the game, putting us in a 9-2 predicament, where we're going to have to reel off 3 straight wins to end up bringing it home. Just a couple of rough balloon games right there. The first one was the free spell. This one, getting him to 1 HP. I guess he did have the free spell in this one too. Balloon freeze is what has really been messing us up with this deck. So I guess I'm just going to have to think about exactly how we can do it. He didn't have... What was his counters to the Elite Barbarians? I guess was the Skeleton Army. I guess I never really went on an aggressive Elite Barbarian push. He had the Inferno Tower, so maybe I could have been better with my Elite Barbarians on offense and tried to just storm him down. Defensively, maybe different tombstone placement, but all right. Anyways, let's go for another battle. Hopefully not our last one inside of this grand challenge, but let's go ahead and face off against, I guess, a YouTuber. And let's face off against Pahoa Gaming and see how we can get this one done. All right, so decent starting hands. It's an aggressive starting hand. I want to see if he plays first, which he is not going to. So let's drop our tombstone. I'm one of those guys. I don't feel like waiting. And he's going to play his tombstone. All right, well, it's just one of those games with the double tombstone start. I'll play my Ice Golem in the back. I have to drop my Elite Barbarians next, or I can drop my Fireball. I guess we can play our Elite Barbarians. And that's going to start shoving the Ice Golem towards the tower. If he doesn't account for that other Elite Barbarian, it's not going to be very good for him. Fireball's going to go down onto everything over there. We'll get some nice value. Oh, now our Elite Barbarian's going to come over into this giant huddle right here. And it's going to lead to a crazy battle. But all in all, I think we should be pretty even. And besides that Fireball, no one's going to take any tower damage. So we have a small advantage right there by getting that Fireball into the tower, but really not too much. Our Tombstone's alive as well, but obviously that's not going to do anything. Here goes a little bit of a push from him. Let's see if we can stop it in our tracks with the Mega Minion and our tower doing work. That's not going to be bad at all. And now we've got a little counter push going. I think we've got a nice little elixir advantage right here. His minions are what he uses to take out my graveyard spell. And with our skeleton army doing work now, our skeletons are going to start beating down that tower to about 1800 before finally his Ice Golem can come out and save his butt. But still, it's at 1500 HP. All in all, not too shabby. Let's see if he goes on a counter push. But I think he'd be a little bit silly to do so since his Ice Golem is so low. All right, well, things are okay right now. Still, this game is definitely up in the air. I'm not really sure where it's going to go. There goes the Elite Barbarians. Let's drop our Tombstone. Let's drop our Fireball as well to clean up all those minions. And that should be a nice little counter right there. That was a 9 for 7 elixir trade. Very nicely done. And yeah, this game is pretty slow, but it all comes down to double elixir, especially when you have Elite Barbarians. Anything can happen. One final push wins the game in a flash. So let's play our archers and let's get ready to see if we can cap this one off with a W. All right, here goes our Ice Golem. We've got the Mega Minion as well. I've got my Elite Barbarians, which I can end up splitting. I don't know what we can do value-wise on this side. Okay, we can get some nice value right on these Elite Barbarians. Check this out right here. We're going to get absolutely everything with that Fireball. Take a look at the Elite Barbarian on the other side of the map. It's going to actually... Oh, I was trying to get it to the tower by using that Zap spell, but that's not going to work out too well. Let's drop our Ice Golem and our Graveyard, but he played his minions just in time. His minions are going to be such a pain. But look at the one Archer. The one Archer has been shooting over and over and over again at the tower, but we've been so aggressive with our push that right now he's going to try to go for a win with these Elite Barbarians. So here it goes. He's got the Elite Barbarians going down. He's got the minions going down. Everything's going to be crashing down onto my tower. I've got the Zap spell to help out on the Elite Barbarians as well as the minions. All in all, not too shabby. 526 HP left on the tower means that we're very nicely defended for now. And let's take this slow. Let's not go crazy with our Graveyard spell. Let's drop our Archers in the back. And I think we are 2 Fireballs and a Zap spell away from winning this game. All right, so here goes his push. He's got a massive push coming towards us right now. We've got our Elite Barbarians coming out. We've got our Zap spell, which should help out. His skeletons are trying their best, but those are going to end up dying. And now, hopefully, we're going to be able to finish off this game with our Graveyard. We've got the Elite Barbarians crashing towards his tower, and with his minions and his Mega Minions defending, he's going to drop a good game. Hopefully, this will be the end of it as the skeletons start locking on, and that's going to be the end of it. Win number 10 inside of our Grand Challenge. Woo! Came back after those balloon losses and picked up another one, but it's still going to be a climb to 12 wins at 10-2, and let's see how far we can make it happen. We're undefeated against everything but balloon freeze decks. So, if we don't run into a balloon freeze deck, maybe we're going to be able to pick up a win. Anyways, let's face off against Devoust from Atlantic Warrior. And I'm going to start with our Tombstone. He's got the Princess. So he's going to be playing that Princess cycle deck, I feel like. So keep that in mind. I'm going to play the Ice Golem on this left-hand side. And what is he going to end up doing? I've got a Fireball prepped for the Princess if she goes crazy. Fireball onto the... Oh, that was a nice little Fireball right there. And now we can go and just let the Princess shoot our Tombstone. And I'm going to go ahead and drop our Elite Barbarians, but this is where we can't... the Skeleton Army is going to be crucial right here. Let that Skeleton Army explode. I mean, we can't really let it explode because it's not going to do anything. There goes our Ice Golem. There goes our Elite Barbarian onto the tower. The Elite Barbarian is going to do work, get a bunch of hits off. And here's the counter attack. Tombstone plus our Mega Minion should be plenty enough to deal with these Elite Barbarians. He might drop his zap, so he's going to get maybe a hit off on our tower. He's not going to get a single thing off on our tower. This game is going so well. Feeling good. Princess is there, but we can't really do anything against the princess. We have to save our fireball for the minion horde. The minion horde is the annoying card for us. So wait for that princess to get close enough. She's locked on. There go our archers. We're going to take a little bit of damage from the princess. Nice. She didn't get 2 shots off. If you can get archers onto the princess without the princess getting 2 shots off, that's definitely a very positive trade. And now that we've got our ice golem, I guess we just have to drop our elite barbarians. This is a really awkward push. Okay, he's got goblin barrel here. I do have to zap the goblin barrel, unfortunately, which means the skeleton army is just going to cause so much trouble for us. And see, that's the trouble. When you zap the skeleton army, it makes it really difficult with this deck. But let's go ahead and go with the Mega Minion and the Fireball and see if we can clean up. All right, doing work. That Princess will lock onto the Skeletons. I was hoping he would lock onto the Mega Minion. Mega Minion's going to get hit onto the tower. Skeletons are still beating that tower to a pulp. Take the tower! 194. That's going to be so close to taking the tower down. You know he's going to be going for this other side of the map. So let's drop our archers right in his face because I know that he's going for this side. Elite Barbarian's going down. He's going to get tricky with his Goblin Barrel placement. And now that he's damaging our side of the map, we've got to do our Ice Golem. Here it goes. Ice Golem's going down. I could have zapped them. But I'm an idiot. Zap spell's going to go down. Elite Barbarians are getting onto the tower. He has to go heavy on the defense right now. And let's drop our Tombstone. Let's drop our Archers. Let's drop our Mega Minion. This is going to be a crazy ending to the game. Everything's going down right now. If he drops his Zap spell, it's really not going to do anything. Ice Golem's going to stop the Princess. Let's go for another Graveyard push. Keep on the offensive. Do not let up against this guy. Everything's going down right now. I've got the Zap spell on their Fireball into the minions. He might be mirroring something in a moment. Let's drop our archers just in case. Archers are going to do work. Ice Golem's going down. That should be the end of the game unless he has a rocket in his pocket and he is not happy to see me. That's going to be the end of the battle. 11 wins, 2 losses. Guys, this is the most battles possible. You guys are getting your values worth out of this video. 3,300 gold. 11-2. Can we clutch it? All right. No balloon freeze. No balloon freeze. No balloon freeze. I'm hoping for no balloon freeze. Oh, it's starting to do that little circle around the 11. I don't know if does that happen at like 10 wins or I thought that was only at 12 wins. All right, well, let's get into our final battle against I Seek from Peru Royale. Starting hand's okay. Everything's decent. Let's give my man a thumbs up. He's dropping a ton of wows, so he might know who I am. But let's see if we can make this happen. Miner is going down. Okay, so that miner is going to be whatever. Don't really care too much for it. I can drop our Mega Minion over here. He just played his Ice Golem. This is super good for us. Mega Minion and Archer is going to be a nice little push. We've got a Fireball going down onto the minions. Musketeer is going to be a problem. And it is going to lock onto my Mega Minion, which is unfortunate, but still, look at the tower damage. 1,200. Tower's going to go down very nicely. His Ice Golem did absolutely nothing, and that's where he made his mistake. By dropping that Ice Golem, he put himself in a ton of trouble. And with this Musketeer, I'll just play an Ice Golem to stop her. And the Furnace is going to go down. All right, Furnace is a very annoying card. You guys all hate the Furnace like I do. Come on, do a little damage to the Furnace. Ice Golem did a little damage to the Furnace. That's not too bad. So my problem with the Furnace is that not all the times do the Archers actually end up killing it. Oh, it's definitely not going to end up killing it. Oh, man, that was really bad from us. We're going to take a bunch of damage from that. That was unfortunate right there. Our Mega Minion's going to die, too. We don't have a great counter to the Furnace in this deck, except for our Tombstone. Like, our Tombstone is really all we've got. So, let's keep that in mind with our Tombstone going down. Now, does he have a Graveyard? I'm not sure why he would drop that unless he had a Graveyard. Okay, that was an interesting play from our friend right there. And let's go ahead and split up our Elite Barbarians. That's going to be just fine. Oh, he's got his Elite Barbarian split up. Okay, I see you, and I raise you a Fireball. And that's going to be very nice. Our Elite Barbarian actually... Come on, kill the... Oh, man. I needed it to kill the Ice Golem, and our Elite Barbarian would have had a nice shot towards his tower, but instead, this is going to be a little bit ugly. So we're going to have to let the Fire Spirit run down the lane, and let's get ready with our Tombstone. So I'm going to play the Tombstone right now. That'll be a fine Tombstone placement. And with 60 seconds left on our clock, we have not played the Graveyard yet, which is really our clutch card. So let's get ready. We've got the Ice Golem ready. We've got the Graveyard prepped. Here comes the Graveyard. Fireball's ready as well. He's going to drop his Musketeer as well as his minions probably. There they go. Fireball's going to go down. That's going to kill the Musketeer. Tower's down to 262. What am I saying? We're with one Fireball and one Zap spell away from winning this game, guys. Let's go ahead and do our Mega Minion. Let's do our Tombstone. We don't care about the other side of the map. We're doing work right now. Ice Golem's going to go down. Is he going to zap? He's not going to zap, so we're doing work. Fireball and Zap's going to win the game. We've got 24 seconds left onto the clock. Is this going to be it? Elite Barbarians going down. Archer's going down on the other side. Fireball's going to help out that Archer right now. He's distracted on the left-hand side of the map. It's at 33 HP. Let's zap down the tower. We have 9 seconds left on the clock. He doesn't have much to deal with us. Let's drop our Ice Golem to distract the Elite Barbarians. They're not going to make it to the tower. The crowd is going wild. 12 wins inside of our grand challenge. Good game, well played. Against iSeek from Peru Royale. We clutched it. We clutched it. Didn't face another Balloon Freeze deck. And we were able to pull off a win. Always feels good. Supercell, let's cap this off with a legendary. Come on, don't be stingy. I'll take an Electro Wizard. You know, I'm not one to ask for much. We're gonna get, where's our Dark Goblins? We need a bunch of Dark Goblins. We are gonna get 16 Dark Goblins. Skipping through. Rage spells. Oh, are you giving me a rage spell because I raged at the Balloon Freeze? Whatever, guys. That is going to do it for this grand challenge. Very nicely done. If you guys want to play this deck right here, you've got the Mega Minion, Ice Golem, Elite Barbarian, Zap, Fireball, Graveyard, Tombstone, and Archers. If you know a way to beat the Balloon Freeze, or if you guys can call out my mistakes for what I made in that battle, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it, but otherwise, a lot of fun playing this deck, and 1 for 1 inside of a grand challenge. So I'm undefeated and the best player of all time. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for more Clash Royale videos, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.